Hi friends, in today's video I'm going to show you how to remove moving objects from your videos in Davinci Resolve. So this video is a follow-on from my previous video which showed how to remove static objects from your shots, but this one is going to take it one stage further. We're going to remove moving objects, which of course is a little bit more tricky. Now this is a sample shot that I've got, and it's actually in Bordeaux in France, if you're wondering. Now let me just show you the actual original video. If we play this shot, notice the little motorbike appearing on the left-hand side of the screen. So it can be just a little bit distracting over the overall shot. So in Davinci Resolve, we can actually use the object removing tool to be able to make a very good attempt to remove it. Now it's not going to be perfect, you're not going to have 100% successful results, but you're going to get pretty close and it should be enough to be able to not distract from the video footage. Now this is what it's going to look like once it's been removed. As you can see, the object looks like it's pretty much disappeared. So how do you actually do this then? First of all, make sure you are in the color tab of Davinci Resolve and make sure you can see the nodes that are visible. If they're not, then you go up to the top right and ensure that the little nodes tab is highlighted, and it should disappear here. So this is your basic node with your shot. Now what we're going to do is create a copy of a node or a new node. We're going to right click on the node here, go to add a node and then add serial. Now over in the top right corner you should have the option to switch on the effects tab. If it's not selected, then just click it and this panel should appear. Do a search for object removal. In fact, OBJ is enough to find it. So this is the tool you need to use. Click and drag this onto the second node, and you'll see these little triangles here appear, and also these options appear on the right hand side. So we're going to find a frame where our little vehicle appears just as it enters the frame, which approximately is about here. Now we're going to draw around this object, so you're going to find it's easier to be able to zoom in to the picture. So I would suggest that you click away from the nodes just to give the window a bit more space, and then zoom in on the picture so you can see your object more clearly. Now at the bottom you're going to be looking for the window selection tool, which is this sort of circle here with the 4 dots around it. So click on that and you have some options on the left hand side. Now I find that usually the pen tool is the best for a rather irregular object, but I'm going to show you the results with the pen tool and also the rectangle tool just so you can see the difference between them. So let's choose the pen tool first of all, make sure it's highlighted, and then we're just a case of just clicking around the object in question. So I'm just going to click kind of around like this, all the way around, then click on the first dot just to complete the actual shape. Okay, so notice at the moment we have our selection around this object, but as soon as the actual video plays, the selection remains static, so the object's actually moving. So what we need to do is actually track the object with Davinci Resolve so the selection goes along with it. And we can do that by using the tracking tool, which is the one over on the right hand side, right next to the window, the first one along. And then you'll have these sort of play buttons over here. Now click the 2 arrows so it tracks forward and backwards from the beginning of the shot until the end of the shot. So click that. As it plays, you can see that it's actually following the object as best it can, apart from it goes behind the fence here and towards the beginning. So it's kind of done the tracking. And now what we're going to do is go back to our nodes again, and notice we have this grey node, and right in it you can see a tiny black dot, or maybe you can't see the black dot, but I can assure you it's there. So that is the mask that is done drawn around the object. So the first thing we're going to do is simply just leave it at its default and click Scene Analysis, and it's going to go off and it's going to just do its magic. Right, so it's kind of done the analysis, and then we're going to press Build Clean Plate. Click that, and now if you go back to your original node, And notice that the object has now disappeared from the shot. So if I little play the object, play the shot, then you'll see that the object has pretty much disappeared. Now let's go full screen and see the results of that. I'm just going to scroll backwards and forwards. So there's a little bit of an issue right at the very beginning. Of course, when the object is coming on, you can see that grey shape there. And as we move slowly along, you can see that there's a little bit of kind of grey or shape just where on the front of the wheel here. And as the object goes behind the fence, it kind of like, you get this sort of hole in the actual fence, which looks a little bit strange. But you may find that's when you're actually showing us on like a mobile phone or something that you probably won't even notice, so it's perfectly good. But you can kind of make some improvements to that. Click back on the actual second node and you'll have the options again. So this is a case of doing some further experimentations to seeing which works best. Now one option you can do is actually change it from boundary to perhaps object and give that a go, and also increase the analysis boundary and just sort of ramp that up, and also where it says search range, ramp that guy up. Then go back and click scene analysis again to update it. Once it's finished, click build clean plate again, and then just go back and inspect the results. So let's just go to the beginning again and see whether there's any improvement. I think there's some improvement, but it's not, still not perfect. But as the object moves behind the fence in this option, notice now that the fence hasn't disappeared. So we don't have that sort of hole, a magically disappearing fence. You just see the kind of shape of the wheels very slightly moving. What we can do next is change the selection from the pen tool and try the rectangular tool. So go back to the first node again. I'm just going to remove this previous node, delete it. Let's just go back to the beginning. Kind of moves when the object comes on the screen. Go back to our window icon, which is the left hand side. Click on the rectangular tool, and it just rather unhelpfully just dumps it in the middle of the screen there, not where I wanted it. So just trying to drag it over to where the object is. And again, you're going to find it's best to actually zoom in a little bit on this window just so you can see what's going on, give you a bit better control. And I just sort of resize the window to make sure it kind of fits. I'm just going to kind of drag things around a bit and then resize it accordingly to get it to fit. So I'm just going to sort of bring it in a bit, bring it down, something like that. Now I find you can make it a little bit bigger in the object, don't make it too tight, just to give it a chance to analyze around it. So we have our rectangular selection and we have our grey block on the right hand side and a sort of little, almost looks like an eye, where our selection tool is. Let's go to our tracking again, click on our two arrows. It's going to track as far as it can and then go track to the beginning again. Right, so the tracking is now done, and now it's a case, I'm just going to bring it on the screen, going back to our object removal, make sure our second node selected, and just leave it at the default, click Scene Analysis, and then click Build Clean Plate. And now you should find that our object has pretty much disappeared. We can click on the original and just see it's nice and clean. So once again, right at the very beginning, you have this sort of grey block. So what I suggest you do is just perhaps just trim the clip unless you particularly need it, or if you really do need it, just zoom in the footage and just get rid of it that way. Anyway, so let's just go on and scroll through. And at this point here, I would say that it's almost pretty good. But as soon as we go over to the fence, we have the same issue as we had before with the fence magically disappearing. So we've kind of got the same issue as we had before. So once again, what I do is I suggest you change it from the default to object, increase the boundary to maybe sort of 70 or something, and also increase the search range. And as soon as you do that, you can see the fence starts to come back to life again. So let's just click on Scene Analysis. And then click Build Clean Plate. Let's go back to the beginning of the shot. Click on our first node. And once again, so I would say the object, and don't forget we kind of zoomed in here, has pretty much gone. And when we go over to the actual fence, our fence looks like it's pretty much stays relatively intact. Now, I would say that if you weren't actually looking for the object, then you probably wouldn't even notice there's very slight weirdness going on with the building, where obviously the algorithm is trying to remove the object, and obviously it's is trying to understand what is potentially behind the actual object to be able to build it. And it's never going to be 100% perfect. So you are going to have slight artifacts like that. But again, you could maybe, unless it's important, you could maybe crop the picture a little bit, or you could maybe zoom in. But I think on a vast majority of videos, you're probably not even going to notice that that's been removed. And if you continue to experiment with the settings, you may find you're going to get better results the more you play with it, and don't be scared to actually try some of the settings here to see if you can get any more success. Well, I hope that's useful, guys, and of course it is. Don't forget to give this video a good thumbs up, maybe leave a comment if you've appreciated the help in any way. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to help the channel grow and all that sort of stuff. Take care and see you soon on another video.